Hello and welcome. My name is Charlie Litton. You're looking at the interactive map application I created for Mosaic.org in pursuit of my Master's of Arts degree at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And what we have here is an application that tries to collate all the useful and important information for refugee, immigrants, and low-income populations in Lincoln, Nebraska. We found that there are a lot of resources, a lot of people willing to help, but that information is sometimes spread over disparate places. So we wanted to bring all that information together and kind of bring it out, separate it out from the white noise that is the internet sometimes. So this map is best viewed in two parts. The left-hand side here is an accordion style menu, and what it leads us to is some text-based, more, I guess you could say, more journalistic kind of information, stories and photos and video here and there. And these are just broken down into some very basic categories. And we could take a look at one just so we get a better sense of the kind of information we're talking about. So let's say, for example, you wanted to learn how to register your car or get a driver's license. So following this link will take us to a story about that. So here we can kind of learn what to do, where to go, what to bring, and even when to do it. And there's also more information about little brief explainers on buying a car, or even how Lincoln's city street system works. So that might be useful to anyone new to the city and wants to get around town a little bit. But let's get back to the map, and let's kind of focus our energy there for the time being. You can play around with this, as you will. But let's go back to the opening pane, and here we can enter an address. We can kind of see where we fit in the grand scheme of things. So, let's go 2000 North 27th Street, Lincoln, Nebraska. Hopefully that's an actual address, or at least close to one. And it should pull up a little smiley face. There we are. That's us. I'm going to zoom out so we can see the big picture here. And what we can do now is we can go up to this transportation menu, and it's a drop-down menu, and I'll scroll down so you can get a better look at it. It's just basically all the transportation options in Lincoln, mostly StarTran stuff, which is really our only public transportation option. It's our city bus system, and we can select some bus routes, turn those on and off, and looks like we have two options here. 24 Holdridge and 41 Havelock both go right next to where we are. Something else we can do is then turn on the bus stops, and then we can see where and we got one right there. That's pretty convenient for us. So we can click that and get a little more detail about that bus stop. That's bus stop 41, Route 41. And by clicking this link, we can get a little deeper level of information here. That takes us to the StarTran site, and we can see the times of that particular bus stop. So those regular stops, we can get a real good sense then of how we can take advantage of the public transportation system. But I'm going to turn those bus stops off because they kind of clutter the place a little bit. And one of the things that we can now do is kind of open this up and see how a lot of this information fits together. So we can look at the public libraries. There's one there. We can look at, I don't know, if you want to know if there's a Catholic church nearby, see all the Catholic churches, and then perhaps where the clinics are, free clinics, and maybe where the employment offices are. And we get to see now how all this important information fits together and how we can make better use of it. So play around with this and have some fun. Thanks for watching.